Hi everyone, Frankie here, New West Reset. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in and joining me here today. So today we're going to be checking out the Brigdin Block right over here. So yeah, let's have a closer peek. So today we're on the corner of 11th Street and 15th Avenue Southwest, and this is there's that Brigden Block, a couple of buildings here. The first one we're looking at here, the Kalamata grocery store, was actually built prior to the Brigden Block, which was built in 1912. Kalamata was built in 1908. It has the brick here along the bottom, but that's actually just facade brick. I know the owner of this business, and it was built in 1908. It's always been a grocery store or a mercantile, and it's just an old wood frame structure that had wood cladding over it, and then over the years they've put sort of a spackling type of plaster over it. And that brick is not original. That was just reclaimed brick that he used to kind of gussy up the place a little bit. But then what they did after 1908 supposedly is then they started building down this block or this street. So they added in the Brigdin Block afterwards, and then supposedly this one here in between to sort of tie them together. But originally this was a freestanding building all on its own. Like I said, a wooden frame, wooden building. And always some sort of mercantile or grocery store. This was originally put up as apartments above with a business below, which is still like that. And same with the Brigden Block. There are apartments above that are still lived in. And then below are different retail shops. So yeah, let's cross the street, have a closer look, and then we're going to go down next door here. There's another block right next to that one that we'll have a look at. So we'll kind of check out the whole thing, the whole kit and caboodle here today, fellers. So yeah, stick with me and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the first building that's right beside the Kalamata grocer. No info on this, no date on it or anything like that. But we know that, well, at least according to the original narrative, that it was built sometime between 1908 and 1912. So somewhere in there. Let's call it 1910 because I like nice even numbers. Nice little detail along there with the sawtooth along that wood trim. You know, nice little arched woodworking here. And along the top there, along the eave. Nothing super fancy, but pretty nice old building. It's kind of funny here that you have to step up to get up into the main door of this business, which is like a little chocolate shop. And then this door next to it is the door to get upstairs to the apartments. So a window above there. So I'm not sure if maybe at one time this was like one big large door here with a separate entrance. This was retrofitted, not too sure. And then the facade stone along here, obviously not a foundation stone at all. But looks nice. Did a nice job on it. Nice detail there, these small windows above the big storefront windows. Quite nice. Now here we get into really nice stuff here, this one. So this is that Brigden Block, built in 1912. As you can see, the street kind of slopes downward here this whole way. And again, the same sort of facade stonework along the bottom here. But nice detail here with all the woodwork. And you can see some of this original red brick's been painted white. This looks really nice along here. Very nice detailing. Arched windows there, or at least the remaining arch, but they've retrofitted in a rectangular window. But that being said, it's nice to see that they kept the arch and even painted it just to sort of accent it a little bit, which is nice. So again, you got to kind of go up a slight slope here to get in. It's two doors, two different entrances. There's a vent down here, so I'm not sure if there's a basement to this building. I know that Kalamata has a basement. That little grocery store has a basement. These places, I'm not sure. I'm assuming that there is some sort of lower level. So same block. They've just painted you know, different storefronts, different colors. But again, here, you know, arched windows along the top there. Beautiful arch detail over this door here with the nice lights there. Window above. And a funny huge step to get up across the threshold of this door. And again, that's to get up into these upper suites or apartments. And this is the Galaxy Diner. Delicious, by the way. Absolutely delicious. They serve an all-day breakfast. Best milkshakes in town. It's too bad they don't put a little bourbon in that milkshake, but I digress. And just finishing it off here, next to the Galaxy Diner is the sandwich shop here. They have Montreal smoked meat sandwiches, and New York style hot dogs, Brooklyn style Reuben, Southern style pulled pork sandwiches. Nothing Calgary style for some reason. It's all Montreal or New York style, this or that, but absolutely delicious restaurant, good food. And again, they've kept all those arched detail above all these windows. Very nice. And again, slight slope upwards to get into these, whether it's the diner or the sandwich shop. As far as I know, this has always been a diner, and this has always been a sandwich shop. Apparently since, you know, 1912-ish. So I've got permission from the owner. The guy who owns Kalamata Grocery owns this entire block from, you know, from here down to Kalamata. So he said, go ahead, take as many pictures or as much video as you want. And he said it was okay to go around to the back and check it out there too, because there's a bunch of cool stuff going around the back. So we'll check out the back of this building, and then we'll check out this one next door. So access to the back of the building is from the side here, from the alley. And I know that there's, yeah, here we go. There's arched windows here on the side. Again, they've just painted the arch brick different color just to give it some pop. Looks nice. I see an arched door here. Now this is the second or third arched door that I've seen in as many weeks here. It's a pretty rare thing to see an arched door. So that's pretty cool. Of course, they've squared off the door and hung some crappy, I don't know, mosquito net or something. I don't know, screening. I guess that's another entrance up into the residences, which is weird because then you can go up here at the back of the building to the apartments above as well. But yeah, there's lots of interesting stuff to see here. So let's kind of come around, take a step back and have a look. So we've got a nice brick chimney up there, and again, all the arched windows and doorways. And that's, the roof line comes right down to the top of the arch on these windows here, which is kind of funny. And I'm noticing the door, top of the door, not the same height as these windows. So perhaps originally that was always a door, and it wasn't, you know, where we often see previously a window and they retrofit it with a door. And it looks like there was another window in there, and then they've closed in just the top portion with some plywood there. But let's have a closer look in over here, because I see that they've also got a window here. Let's see if we can get a good look. Yeah, so there's an arched window here that they've boarded in, and that's where they've attached all of their electrical and utility access and so on. You can even see some of the original brick here, you know, where they've painted over it over the years. So then these are back door entrances to all the businesses here on the main floor. So back door to that sandwich shop and so on here. But again, arched door. Kind of a low door, actually. That's maybe 6 feet tall. I mean, I'm only about 5'8", so this is maybe 6 feet tall. So, this is, well, you know what I'm gonna say, don't you? The brick here to me looks like it's shooting straight down into the ground here. Yeah, see, that brick just keeps going down. So that's why this door looks short, because maybe it's actually should be a little bit lower down. Another arched window here, they filled it in with some glass block. Top of this door, they've filled in with a vent. And see that? See, this is taller now. This is a tall door. So I want to say this was maybe a window, because it's so short. And then this was always a door because it's tall, or maybe this was supposed to be a door, and then window, and they turned this door in, or this window into a door, because this is the same height as this window, but both of these are taller than this door. So I don't know. You tell me, because I have no idea. A little bit of red brick peekabooing out from some 18 bazillion coats of paint here. Another one that's been boarded in. And this one is low. So this was maybe a door, I don't know. And this one maybe a window again. I'm not sure. We've got the vent coming out from the restaurant there. And then a steel door that's been retrofitted in here, but they've kept all the arches at least. So, and then again, the window up above, arched window. And then they've just boarded this in. You can see some of the original red brick along here. Just a beautiful old building. And then this is the back of that other building, and then it goes back down towards the Kalamata. And Gus, the owner, was saying that he's, you know, he had this covered with vinyl siding just to protect it because it's so close to the inside of this old building here as well, that he wanted a little bit of an extra barrier of protection to protect the building here at the back. And plus there's suites and apartments that you can access from this sort of balcony or porchway up here as well, veranda, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, beautiful old building, lovely old red brick building from 1912. And let's take a look at the one next door. Now, Gus doesn't own the one next door, so I don't really want to go onto the property there, but we can get a pretty good look at it just from here. So we'll start here at the back and the side, and I guess we can kind of work our way around the front. So here I'm seeing another door. It looks like they just finished putting fresh paint. I can even still smell the paint. So they've painted, there was a big huge mural on here, and they must have painted over it for whatever reason, but it's a funny squat little door here, very reminiscent of some of these doors over here. And then a couple of boarded in windows, but again, the arch detail. I'm assuming this building was built probably the same time as this one, 1912. We'll have a look around the front and see if that gives us any information. It's sort of a funny door there. I don't know. This looks like it's a large arch above it. So I'm thinking this was always a door, like fire escape or access door, and they've just sort of, you know, eliminated the street level access up there. Looks like you can even see the old ladder there. That ladder probably used to come down here this way or something. Another, oh, Skeletor. Anyway, another arched window there. Let's see what the back here tells us. Like I said, this one's all marked off private property, and Gus doesn't own this building, so I'm not going to take a chance and trespass, but we can get a pretty fair idea of this beautiful. So pretty big windows, bigger than these ones. And again, the arches above, fortunately a lot of them are boarded over. I know there's suites above, but I think maybe only as street facing. I think on the alley or the back lane facing here, I don't think there's suites in there. I think they're vacant. A couple of really funny little guys right here. I'm not sure what the deal is with those. And again, this one doesn't really match or line up with that one symmetrically. So looks like a bunch of retro windows added in after the fact. These obviously with the arched tops to them are original. Nice little brick chimney there. And then that phony concrete sort of fake foundation, you can see where it's fallen away and some of the red brick is showing from underneath it. So you're not fooling us. So let's swing around the front and see what it looks like there. Okay, so we are now around the front of that building, and this is the JWC Block, and just as I suspected, also built in 1912. And again, you know, arched window, the arched brick detail above, very nice. We've got here like a little retail clothing store, shoes and streetwear, and Kick-Axe guitars. So if you need a good deal on a nice guitar, or you need some lessons, there's your place, Kick-Axe guitars. And again, all of these slope up slightly, not quite a step up, but it's sort of a gradual slope up, I would say of about 6 or 8 inches from the sidewalk to the threshold of the door. And again, side-by-side doors for each, one for each of the businesses. And this was pretty common, I think, back in the day. This is the entrance here to the suites up above, or the apartments above. This is a dog boutique, whatever that is. Fancy name for a pet store, I guess. See some of the paint starting to come off. That's sandstone underneath the window. Those windowsills are sandstone block. The paint's chipping off. Unfortunately, this building's in need of some TLC. Not quite as nice a shape as that building, but still a gorgeous old red brick building. Again, you can see here where they've painted the original red brick with about 18 million layers of black paint, and at one point it was blue, it looks like. But yeah, just a beautiful old building. This is 1407. And the other one is 1402. So there you go. I'm going to zip across the street and take a nice wide shot, and we can get a nice look at both of these buildings again real quick before I seal the deal for today. Alright, so there she is, the Brigdin Block, built in 1912, and the JWC Block, also built in 1912. And that's right here on 15th Avenue and 11th Street, Southwest, Calgary, Alberta. So I think that's going to seal the deal here for today. So yeah, until next time, thank you very much. Let me know what you think down below. Beep boop bop it down in the comments below. And until next time, have a good one.